Rex, come. Come. Thank you, buddy. I don't know what you're doing up there. Yeah, wait a minute. I think I messed up. I messed up on his wing over here. Because this area of his wing is absolutely shredded too. Hi. Yeah, it's Easter today. Yeah, no, it didn't work. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, right now, that's so weird. Wait, what? Right now, my iPad's crashing out. Right now I'm working on an OC, in storm chasing. But what just happened? All the little armatures I don't know are gone. Where did they go? Bricks! Being stupid. No, he can go wear himself out. Yeah, this don't look right. I don't like the wing. I don't like how the wing armature looks. So, yeah. They went to the void. Yeah, I guess. I mean... Oh, I just realized I messed up on something. Hold on, give me one sec. I didn't do his little, Yeah, this guy, he is actually in Storm Chasing. Yeah, he was originally in Storm Chasing. He is in Storm Chasing. Ugh, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was thinking about something else. Yeah, he's in Storm Chasing. I'm not gonna give too much info on him yet, but I absolutely love him. He's just a baby. He's just a baby. He's a grown ass baby, but he's just a baby. And I'm having a hard time figuring out. Okay. His name is Abzu. And I'm trying to think. Okay, so his wing, the way he was introduced in the series, not terribly important yet. Now just bear with me when I say this. This was done. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, this was done when he was a kid by someone that many of you guys know and love. Not naming any names here. Cece. It was Cece. She did this. She did all this. But yeah. So I'm trying to figure out. So he's a scientist for now. But I was talking with a friend recently, and we were talking about what I could do with his storyline. Most importantly, this wing right here, this tricky little wing. And my friend was like, he's a scientist, right? He likes doing stuff. No, because Cece had such a good, valid reason. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that. I'm fighting, dude. Really? I'm fighting demons not to tell you why. Okay, I have to keep the lore to myself for now. Maybe in another live I'll go into it. But me and my friend, we were trying to figure out. So he's a scientist. He likes to discover things and make things and learn things. So we were like, you know what? It's very fitting for him. Bricks off. I was like, you know what? It would be very fitting for him to make a prosthetic to go over his mangled wing, because he can't fly, clearly. I mean, look at this. Bro's wings are gone. They're gone. He cannot fly. So we were like, well, there are angel characters in the series, and I was like, well, maybe eventually, and one of the angels could heal his wing. And then my friend was like, nah, that's too easy. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So then we were like, he could make his own prosthetic, because that seems like something he would do. But I'm having a hard time designing the prosthetic, because the thing is, I've designed wing prosthetics I've actually designed a wing prosthetic for someone else before. But the thing is, that character, the wing cut off, hold on. But that character, the wing cut off here. So I had to make the entire wing prosthetic. But the thing is, Atsu technically still has his entire wing membrane. So I have to make a prosthetic that fills in all the areas that his wing skin would be without causing his actual wing membranes pain. Because Cece did not make this easy on me. She left jagged holes and everything in his wings, and the skin isn't completely gone, so the membranes aren't clean. So I'd have to design a prosthetic that works with the wing membranes, but also doesn't injure the little bit of skin that's still there. Because I'd imagine even though it's been years since the incident happened, I would imagine that this wing, like, still, like, aches and gives him pain sometimes, which also is probably amplified by the fact that he doesn't use it, so he doesn't fly. So there's very little muscle mass in his wing as he gets older, because he just can't use it. He can't use it to fly, so how is he supposed to, like, exercise it and stuff? He'll use it while swimming a little bit, but in the area where he works later in life, he's working. There isn't a lot of time to swim. So he's in physical therapy a little bit, but I'm trying to make a prosthetic that fits with his wing membrane, but also doesn't irritate the little bit of skin still remaining on his wing. Oh. Yeah, well, I was thinking something along the lines of, like, leather and canvas or something. But, yeah, plastic or rubber. Yeah. I'm not sure, honestly, what to do with him. I made this so much harder on myself because I was like, okay, realistically speaking, Cece's teeth, when they bit down on his torso, hold on. Realistically, when she bit down on his torso, right here, all of this probably would have been completely crushed. So all these bones would have been broken. And in the state she was in, realistically speaking, his wing membrane should cut off. Like, right. They should cut off, like, oh, that's too much. Right here. Like, all of this should be gone, realistically speaking. But we're not realistic, okay? Because that would be, if her wing, okay, let me rephrase that. If she cut off his wing there, all of this would be gone, and that would actually probably make my life a little bit harder. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just, I think I need some inspiration. Or, oh, wait, let me think. If Cece left his wing like this, then technically, when the storyline I was coming up with yesterday, yeah, I was coming up with this as I go yesterday. Okay, so technically he was in the hospital for a while, and they probably could have removed a lot of this because, leather. I think leather's, hold on. Let me get my pencil out, because I'm basically that. Oopsies. Leather. God, my handwriting sucks. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. It's bad. Anyway. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. So, yeah. But yeah, Cece did all of this. She crushed his torso, and then she also probably broke a lot of the bones in these wing joints right here. And then, of course, you know, the impact of, like, being thrown into a wall by a demon 4 times your size would probably also damage some other stuff. But, yeah. I'm supposed to not be getting into the lore yet, because I have to wait to get into the lore. Fighting my own demons. Bruh, don't lie to me. My handwriting sucks. It's so bad. It's actually so bad. But I've, like, accepted that fact, and it doesn't bother me or anything. Like, it's literally horrible. Yeah, 4 times. Because think about it. Okay. Wait. Think about it. Okay. Wait. I have a height chart. Okay. So, like I said, the the incident happened when Abzu was a kid, right? He is the same age as Storm. So all that mess happened when he was a child, which, which sucks, right? I mean, obviously. Yeah, so he was a child, which, granted, he's not that big as an adult either. He's actually pretty relatively short. Okay, so here is average child, right? This is a very old size height chart thing. I have to redo it. Average child, this was Cece. So she bit down and threw him into a wall. So you can see why she thought he was dead for a very valid reason. So yeah, this is Ghost, obviously, it's not Abzu. But yeah, she clamped down on his body, and that's how his wing went, because when she threw him, she didn't really open her mouth any, so her teeth shredded all of this. Yeah, her teeth shredded all of that when she threw him. So, yeah, she thought he was dead. Granted, he's the only dragon ever that she has ever attacked with the intention to kill that survived. Everyone else, if she wants to kill you, you would be dead. But he is the only exception to that, because she thought he was dead. He was not dead. He survived. But she didn't realize until years later when she met him again. And then she had a oh no moment, because, oh my god, it was a really bad situation where he was actually the one in control a little bit. But yeah, it's a lot of lore, a lot of stuff. I'm getting excited. I need to stop getting excited, because if I do, I'm going to spill all the beans, and I don't want to do that yet, because I want to wait. Okay. But yeah, back to the whole thing. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, me and my friend were actually talking yesterday, because I was asking for help on another character in Storm Chasing. I was like, I don't know what to do with this guy, because I'm like, well, there are two possible options, two possible things I could do with him. And I'm like, well, now I don't know which one, because they both have their pros and their cons. And then he was like, yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, my friend was like, yeah, I don't know what to do with this character either. And then he was like, hey, did you ever come up with a certain concept about Abzu? And then we started talking about Abzu for 3 hours. And then the next morning, I'm trying to write stuff. And then I'm like, dang it. We never decided what to do with that original character. He got me sidetracked talking about Abzu, because I know he likes Abzu. Abzu is his favorite character in Storm Chasing. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm almost 100% certain that Abzu is his favorite character. But, well, to be fair, he's one of my favorites. He's just a baby. He's just a little silly guy. And when I do some chapter header, I'm gonna definitely get to spill more lore. I'm gonna do other stuff too. I'm gonna make concept art and references and all this sort of stuff for these characters. So when I do that, I'm gonna spill more lore, obviously. And in the future, I might make. I'm planning. Okay, let me start over. My words are getting messed up. Okay. Yeah, he's a very good friend. I've known him since elementary school. But yeah. I'm trying to think. What was I just saying? Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to use my brain real quick. I can't. I forgot what I was gonna say. Puppy. Hey, Bricks. Are you making bad choices? Yeah. I know you are. Don't lie to me. You eat plastic and stuff and everything. Eat everything. Just bad kid behavior right there. Okay. Yeah, y'all got me distracted again. Okay. So yeah, Abzu. I want to tell y'all everything. Okay. I can't. Okay. It's fine. I need to calm down. I need to chill. It's too early. It is 8 o'clock in the morning right now. It's too early to be doing this. type of stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, no. There's another character that I was asking about. Is this Mudwing demon hunter named Adder. I don't really like him that much, honestly. He's there for emotional support for one character, and then he causes trouble for, like, everyone else. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what to do with Adder, because I was like, okay, I could leave him as a good guy that hates pretty much everybody in the group, which doesn't really make sense. Or I could do the more logical option. I could make him betray them and then work with their enemy, who's a dragon named Gate. And I was like, well, let me think, because he would leave because he hates Cece. Right, that's his whole thing. He's a demon hunter. But unlike Harpy, who's also a demon hunter, who's Storm's dad. Okay, I need to start over. Y'all need context. Okay, Storm's dad is a skywing named Harpy. We're introduced to him very late. He is a demon hunter. After he met Storm, yeah, I get sidetracked. After he met Storm, he met Cece, and of course him and Cece hate each other because she's a demon, he's a demon hunter. She also almost ripped his arm off. Yeah, that's fine. She does that to everybody, it's not personal. But, yeah, so, and then he has a partner that he has been working with. Like, demon hunters all normally travel in pairs or groups of 3, because no demon hunter ever travels alone. That's like a rule, right? Because no one travels alone. Because demons are dangerous, right? They're extremely dangerous. No one ever wants to travel alone, so everyone always has to travel in partners. And if your partner dies, you actually have to, like, go to your queen and wait. Bricks, what are you doing? Oh. Okay. Oh. He never chills. That's weird. Anyway. So yeah, if your partner dies in, like, a demon hunt, because the demon killed them, obviously, if you manage to survive, let me just put that first. If you manage to survive, you have to go back to your queen, and then you can't do anything until she assigns you a new partner. Because you are not allowed to go out by yourself. No one can ever go demon hunting by themselves. It's sort of like a safety thing, even though going after demons is never safe, and it's never going to be safe. Anyway, yeah, Adder is Harpy's partner. So Harpy, Storm's dad. After he met Storm, he met Cece a few days later, and he hated her at first. Him and her, oh my god, they hated each other. It was bad. Fighting all the time. Oof, it was terrible. But they ended up becoming, like, I'm not gonna say, yeah, I can say friends. I can use that word for them. They're friends. They sass each other all the time, but they're friends, they would save each other's lives. Adder never warmed up to Cece. Never. He hated her. And she hates him too. The feeling is very mutual. They despise each other's existence. They won't interact with each other. And when they do, it's always like Adder pushing Cece's buttons and her saying something wildly uncalled for and making him want to kill her. And then him getting even more mad because he can't kill her because she's more powerful than any demon they've ever faced. Bricks off! What are you doing? Stop it. Dude, bad kids, bad choices. Stop making bad choices. Anyway, yeah, Adder never warmed up to Cece. I think Harpy, one of the main reasons he started to warm up to Cece was because she protected Storm, right? That's his son. And he's like, well, anyone who's a friend of my son, I guess, can be a friend of mine. That's the thing, I'm writing the books. I haven't made a lot of progress, but I'm writing the books. And the one thing that's stopping me is the dang timeline. I can't figure out when all this stuff is supposed to be happening. I'm figuring it out. Okay. But yeah, Adder never warmed up to Cece. They hate each other, right? So I was like, okay, they have an enemy, which is a dragon named Gate, who's trying to overthrow the queen. But you know what? I'm not going to go into the politics. That's a whole nother. I'm going to be talking forever. So, yeah, we were trying to decide. I was like, well, I can make Adder betray the group because he started to resent them, right? Because that makes sense. Like, his friends, like Harpy, all of his friends have chosen to accept this demon into their group. And I haven't come up with his backstory yet, but I'm starting to think that maybe his siblings were killed by a demon, which as a mudwing, that would hit a lot harder than anything else. So I was thinking that's why he became a demon hunter, because demons killed his siblings. Or a demon. I haven't decided which demon. I don't know if it's just going to be a random unnamed demon, or I don't know, maybe it was Cece. Although I guess it doesn't really matter, because if it was Cece, she probably wouldn't remember killing them. She kills dragons constantly. I mean, she doesn't remember most of their faces. Anyway, yeah, so he hates her because he has really bad history with demons. But the thing is, yeah, I've decided he could either betray the group for their enemy, but then I'm thinking, well, he's been friends with Harpy for years. Like, they've known each other since they were in school, learning how to kill demons, which, plot twist, that school didn't teach them nothing. They didn't learn anything. Everything that they were taught, wrong. It was all wrong. But, yeah, they were in school together. They've been friends for many, many years. I was thinking, well, betraying your best friend for pretty much your entire life over one demon seems pretty, seems pretty just weird. Like, I get it, you don't like her, but you can just not talk to her, like, at all, can't you? And I mean, that's your best friend. So I was trying to decide, would he betray the group, or would he stay with them and suffer? So I was like, well, yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's not what I mean. I mean, storm chasing is an alternate universe, so obviously Wings of Fire doesn't have angels and demons and all that stuff. So characters in the Wings of Fire universe aren't going to show up in this story, so that's not really an issue. But, wait, what sounds pathetic? The whole betraying your lifelong friend for one demon? Yeah, that's the thing, though. It sounds really bad. Like, they've been through everything together. Really, like, they've saved each other's lives from demons in fights before. Obviously not demons as powerful as Cece, but yeah, they've been friends for like their entire lives. And I mean, yeah, I mean, it just seems really bad that he would abandon, or he would betray them for a gate. But the whole thing is, I don't feel like I have enough betrayal in the books. There is one character that's going to end up betraying the group, but I don't think that even counts, because he was sort of like a double agent the whole time, and he's not a bad guy. He was literally being held at gunpoint. Okay, not literally. He was metaphorically being held at gunpoint because I'm not going to get in. That's a whole nother character. Whole nother character. Okay, hold on. Let me. My lights are going nuts because I'm sitting weird. Okay, yeah, whole nother character. But yeah, so we were just trying to decide what to do with him. Now that I'm like saying it out loud, I'm sort of thinking I'm just gonna keep him a part of the group. I think he's gonna have like some morally gray decisions, but I don't think he's gonna turn into a full-fledged villain. But I am starting to think that maybe hold on, how do I rephrase this? Yeah, I don't know what to do with Adder, but yeah, Abzu. Back to Abzu. I need to focus. I need to lock in. I'm so not locked in. Okay, so wing prosthetics. I don't know what to do with this. What am I supposed to? I don't know why I designed his wings like this. I'm so stupid. I made it harder on myself, and I can't feel my legs. Hold on, I was sitting real weird. Yeah, I was sitting all wonky. I can't feel my knees. Oh, this happens in school all the time. I can't feel my dang knees. And my friends will constantly get mad at me during lunch because yeah, hold on. Yeah, my friends will constantly get mad at me during lunch because we'll be sitting in a circle at lunch talking the whole time, because we sit on the floor in our school building, like up on the second floor. It doesn't matter. Yeah, up on the second floor, but my legs will go numb, so every time we get up, like every single time we get up, my legs will be numb, so I'll be walking like I haven't walked in 50 years. And they'll get mad at me. They'll be like, stop walking like a drunk person. I'm like, I can't help it. I can't feel my legs below my knees. Because we don't believe in chairs. Also, we have our own little area at the top of the stairwell. Yeah, that's our area. I literally wrote my name on it in pencil like 4 days ago. Yeah, because one of my friends sat in my seat before I got there, and I was actually so legitimately mad. I was like, this has been my spot for 2 years. You are not sitting in my chair. And he was like, well, not my chair. You're not sitting in my spot. This is Cameron's corner. I sit over here in my little corner. Yeah, that was mine. I wrote my name on in pencil on the floor in the corner. So now it's literally my corner. It literally has my name on it. Literally has my name on it. I'm very, very proud of that. Finally, I have something with my name on it. Anyway, yes, I need to do the wing prosthetic. So, what? We've been sitting up on that stairwell for 2 years, and we all have very specific spots where we all sit. And he was the first one there. Yeah. Okay, maybe I am a Karen, but that is my chair. That's my spot. That's my little corner. I've been sitting in that little corner for two years now. This is my corner. He has a corner. That's the thing, though, is the spot where he normally sits was just fine. Like, he wasn't even sitting in my corner. He put his bag in my corner. And the thing is, he has a bag, and then he brought another bag to school that day, and then he brought his trumpet. So he was sitting on his trumpet case with his backpack beside him with his other bag in my spot. And I was like, get that away. But yeah, I wrote my name in pencil. I have no regrets. It was small enough that, like, nobody will ever see it, but I can now say that my name is on that corner. Yeah. I can have one nice thing, okay? I can have one nice thing. Yeah. Yeah, they'll get mad at me. They'll be like, stop walking like a drunk person. I'm like, I can't help it. I can't feel my knees. But, yeah, I don't know what to do about this wing. Oh, okay, hold on, y'all. I was working last night. I was working on this little animation, and I was gonna fully animate it out, but I decided not to. And I watched the Game of Thrones series, obviously, because dragons, right? And I just used this one scene from the Game of Thrones. Yeah, this is my corner. But yeah, I use this one scene as Game of Thrones as like a reference. As a reference I know it sounds like the dog is being murdered. Those are his exciting noises. When he sees like my mom or my dad or somebody that he really, really likes, he'll start like screaming, like a really high pitched, and it sounds like he's being murdered. But that's literally just an excited noise. But oops. But yeah, so I just gotta use like that one scene from Game of Thrones to like mimic what Cece did to Abby. Yeah, she literally took him and threw him. So yeah, because I was trying. Yeah, I made. Oh my god, he's not dying. He is just fine. That boy is spoiled rotten. Literally, he's rotten. He's a goblin child. And look at that, now he's broken something. Again. But yeah, so the only reason I made that little gif I just showed y'all was to map out. I was like, okay, well, how did she throw him? Because depending on how she threw him, which wing would get messed up, right? And then I settled on this wing because her front fangs, right? She has large front teeth. To be fair, venom comes out of all her teeth, but yeah. So I made that gif to map it out. And my friend loves Abzu, right? The friend I was talking about earlier that I asked for advice on Adder, and he was like, yeah, I don't know. Tell me more about Abzu, though. Yeah, I sent that gift to him and he started laughing. He was like, oh my god, that's the funniest thing. And I was like, that's not supposed to be funny. That is our baby getting thrown by a demon. And he was like, I know, it's not supposed to be funny, but it is funny. And the more I watch it, the funnier it gets because it actually is pretty funny. It just wasn't funny in the moment because, you know, people were dying, right? Hi. Hello. Yeah, I'm going over lots and lots of lore. Uh, I probably shouldn't have told y'all like half of that. No demon is being thrown. This guy is being thrown by a demon. Yeeted. Hold on. Let me pull the gift back up. Okay. Where is it? Here it is. Wee. Yeah, I just drew over a clip of Game of Thrones. Wee. Threw him. Threw him like a rag doll, and this was the result. Not good. Bad kid, bad behavior. He was doing bad kid, bad behavior. Yeah, no. That's the thing, though. He should not have survived. It was a literal miracle that he survived. Literally, everyone else died. Cece crushed somebody's skull in, she ripped open gills, broke necks. I mean, she killed everybody except for him. She thought he was dead. But she wasn't really focused either. Like, she was in such a bad place mentally, and I'll go into that in on another live, but she was in such a bad place mentally that she didn't bother to check to see if he was alive or dead. So she just kind of assumed he was dead, and he ended up surviving. Yeah, she's very violent. I think I got to go, but I'll go live at some point later, maybe, because I really want to spill more beans and lore and stuff. But yeah, I still gotta figure out what to do with this, right? This pain prosthetic that I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, the miracle's a plot armor. No, because he didn't have any plot armor. That's the thing. Oh my god. He didn't have any plot armor at all. I was rereading the original chapters, and I realized, okay, there were 4 dragons there that tried to sacrifice Storm. I was like, there are 4 of them. I only wrote in 3 of the deaths. Cove got her gills ripped open. Ash got his skull bashed in, and Falcon, I think that was his name. Falcon got beheaded, basically. And I was like, right, there was a sea wing there, right? What did I name him? Right, Abzu, I think I named him. I was like, oh, I didn't write in his death. I was like, okay, well, how could Cece have killed him, right? Because, you know, my little details, right? And then I was like, I could write in his death and be done. Or he could come back in the future. And then I texted my friend, the same friend, and I was like, dude, what do you think I should do? I could bring him back. No, I could keep him dead, right? He could stay dead and be fine. Or I could bring him back and everything would change. Because he could either come back as a good guy or as a villain, right? As a villain, new villain, and this one has like a very valid reason to hate everybody. Or I could bring him back as a good guy. Either way, a lot of our perceptions of Cece are ruined. A lot of our perceptions of Storm are going to change. And yeah, so bringing him back and keeping him alive would actually change so much, which is why I was so hesitant on it. But the moment I mentioned it to my friend was like, bring him back and make him a good guy. And so I did it, and I came up with his concept. Now he's a cute little scientist, and I absolutely adore him. And now he's my friend's favorite character in Storm Chasing. Crushing a drag. What? Yeah, so he didn't have plot armor. He was an accident. My sweet baby was an accident. But he survived because my friend saved him. My friend saved him. And I think maybe that's why he's his favorite, because he knows that Abzu wouldn't exist. Or wouldn't really, yeah, probably wouldn't exist without him. So that's why he loves him so much. Yeah. So he doesn't have plot armor. He has sheer luck, is what he has. Not plot armor. He was an accident. but it was a lucky accident because now he's my baby. And now even the thought of killing him off hurts my soul. He is a baby. He's so sweet. He's so sweet, y'all. Oh my gosh. I can't even. He's so sweet. He's so nice. Oh, he was a horrible kid. He was kind of a little shit as a kid. Pardon my words. He was questionable kid. He wasn't bad. He was just very, very misguided. But oh my god, he's so sweet as an adult. He's so sweet. He's just a traumatized little baby. But it's okay because him and Cece are going to talk it out. And it turns out it was all a big misunderstanding. And they're going to like each other and they're going to be friends. And he's just a baby. He's just a little baby. Oh, just a baby. Oh my god. He makes me very happy. I really like writing him because he's just a little guy. And he's so cute. And I was describing him to one of my friends like at 10 o'clock one night because I was coming up with this as I went. And then he was like, yeah, he's just like this cute little scientist. Oh, he's so happy. Did I mention he's a demologist? Right? He studies demons. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not going to show you my face to prove that I'm not crying, but I'm not crying. I'm close, but I'm not. He's a demonologist. So after his injury, he was in the hospital. His parents were not happy. I'm not going to go into like the family trauma. I'm going to go into the demon trauma, and then later I'm going to go into the family trauma. But the demon trauma. So he was interviewed by a demologist who was trying to learn more information, obviously, because, you know, demons, right? But he was one of the only survivors of a demon. So the demologist came to interview him, right? They were like, hey, shit, I gotta go, guys. I gots to go. No, I'll be back. I'll be back to tell all the lore. I'll be back. Okay, bye-bye. I gots to go. I'll be back.